All right, hello everyone. Welcome to the gaming news here as we're now about to discuss about Black Ops 6. Yes, the Black Ops 6 reveals are about to kick in as we're about to share some interesting details as to what is going on Black Ops 6, which is going to be very interesting. This is all from Treyarch's end. So first off, speak about the release date for Black Ops 6. It's official. It's coming out on Friday, the 25th of October. This is the worldwide release date of the game, and we have a synopsis for the game. This is what their synopsis is for Black Ops 6 in terms of the Call of Duty site's description of it. Developed by Treyarch and Raven Software, Black Ops 6 is a spy action thriller set in the early 90s, a period translation and upheld of global policy, catalyzed by the end of the Cold War and with the rise of the US as a single superpower with a mind-bending narrative and unbounded by the rules of engagement. This is a significant Black Ops. So that is the main gist of the main intel in terms of Black Ops 6. So there was many different sections in the direct that was covered. The first portion obviously was about the campaign. And obviously, it's being led by Raven Software again. These are the guys who did the campaign for Black Ops Cold War. So pretty much what they're saying in the blog post regarding the campaign is pretty much what they say here. The development of the Black Ops 6 campaign led by Raven Software in partnership with Treyarch, following the events of Black Ops Cold War, expect a dynamic and intense spy thriller, a mind-bending story where you've never sure who to trust, what is real, and all set against the backdrop of the early 90s. With the campaign occurring in the years after the Cold War, longtime fans will recognize this time frame directly connects to the 1980s flashback revealed in Black Ops 2, the aftermath of which left our heroes in dire circumstances, which one thing they did confirm, well, one thing that does seems to confirm is that one of the endings from Black Ops 2, which they're referring to, is the one about Mason, Alex Mason being the main character from Black Ops 1. It turns out that his character is apparently somewhat confirmed in this storyline to be pretty much dead in Black Ops 6. So, in other words, don't expect Brian Mason to show up with the numbers because at this point onwards, he's considered dead from this point. So, we're not going to be seeing Alex Mason just to basically confirm that because people have digged and found out that yeah, they're basically confirmed. Treyarch are basically confirming. Raven and Treyarch are basically confirming that Alex Mason is pretty much no more in terms of the storyline for Black Ops 6. He doesn't basically exist at this point, so don't expect him to be involved. The Black Ops 6 campaign takes place at the time of the Great Change in Torma. The Soviet Union was crumbling after the fall of the Berlin Wall and the end of the Cold War. The US was the only remaining superpower, and the Gulf War dominating headlines. There was a growing mistrust in the government, reflecting everywhere across music, television and pop culture of the time. A tangled web of internal activities and clandestine operation and off-the-record missions, all the parts of the gripping narrative where you will never know who to trust. This is the return of Black Ops. So yeah, there's a lot of craziness obviously going on. Obviously, it's all about who can you trust and what is real is the whole gist of the campaign. As we saw in the direct, it's basically centered around basically what was going on in the music, television, and pop culture at the time, at the end of the Cold War, the fall of the Berlin Wall, and the Gulf War dominating the headlines, etc. It's pretty much the storytelling they're looking at for Black Ops 6. If you're curious. Now, of course, there are a couple of characters in here that they do give a shout out to. So now some of the characters in Black Ops 6, will, in terms of the campaign, we're going to be seeing veteran Sergeant Frank Woods. There's going to be an opportunity to also interact with some new characters like Tori Marshall, who is going to be taking his place in a majority of the stuff. So they're going to be working together at times, including another new face called Jane Harrow, who's pretty much the handler of the CIA. And she's been described as a born leader, fearless, brilliant, and helps manage their relationship within the agency. So she's going to be in charge of both of those two as they try to work together to deal with all this conspiracy. As well as that, there's also going to be some other bases involved along with them. So there'll be an opportunity to meet two other characters who are going to be in there, including Felix Newman, who is a technical genius, and Sylvian Doms, who is a mysterious assassin. So these are two other characters we're going to come across in the campaign. As well as another returning face from Black Ops Cold War, Russell Alder will be making a return. With his allegiance and motivations remain unclear, this former ally may become new and distorted enemies. So it looks as though Russell Alder might become an enemy of ours down the road. So that gives you, and then in terms of the mission variety, there's going to be some key components that are going to basically twist the way that Black Ops 6 campaign is going to tell. So they created individual missions from the ground up, with each one offering diverse methods in the way you approach and execute them, which is going to be pretty nice. So yeah, so they leave some examples, like one of the missions will you'll infiltrate an old sewer system underneath an old casino in South Europe. And those combos are one of the many locations that are more ideal for stealth. Most of the only muffled yells and combo falls for the enemy can be heard before you tactically reposition topside to pull off an tactical heist in the casino itself. Other areas are more appropriate for large-scale battles, such as full-force assault of the palace in Iraq desert, which just gives you some of the ways that there's going to be an opportunity for replayability in the campaign that gives you freedom to navigate through them as you see fit. They'll be extending the combat. There's going to be more effective the conversation you have, operative talk, and all that type of stuff. It's going to be tied into the campaign, so you're going to be expecting some of this going forward. Now, that's the sort of experience you're going to get to see in the campaign. Now, in terms of there is going to be a HUD in the campaign called the new safe house is going to be the Manor. Is going to be the new safe house, and itself is a secret history. It served the KGB Black City, which was operated during 1950s and 60s, vacated for some 30 years prior to your team's arrival. And of course, in here, you're going to be able to you'll be able to do the following things. You'll be able to have briefings with Master Sergeant Frank Woods, who so you will be able to speak to him in here. There'll be opportunities to look at the evidence board, which will be making a return. There'll be an opportunity to view here. Players can view their campaign outline and grant deeper insight into the missions and analyze evidence collected through the past operations, and basically just to have a chance to piece together the puzzle pretty much if you're wanting to look at the lore side of things. That's pretty much what you can expect from the campaign of Black Ops 6. Now we come to the multiplayer side of things. Well, there's quite a lot of changes in multiplayer. For instance, there's going to be some changes in the way that the movement to fire, weapon firing, footsteps to progression systems, takedowns, and more. They even say that across our weapons, gear, and operators and maps, every aspect of the game has a huge push in being the highest visual and audio fidelity possible to allow immersive. So the onboard movement is one of the main features in multiplayer and across campaign and zombies, of course. This is basically a more realistic way of how operators move, of course, and this new system for the first time ever will allow players to sprint, slide, and dive in any direction, forward, side step, and backpedaling, more to a true Black Ops action hero. And this they also allow you to do a full 60 degrees range of motion, which is pretty nice. When you're doing multiplayer and stuff, that will be really helpful. So that just gives you a bit of a taste of what the army movement could do, pretty much to basically make your movement more fluid. Intelligent movement is also going to be involved. There'll be 3 categories: sprint assist, manual assist, and crouch assist. They're going to be tied to the army movement and the intelligent movement systems in Black Ops 6. There is also going to be enemy hit zones as well that are going to be coming. There's going to be a damage zone in the hit zone that you strike them in, depending on where they are, where you was, and you observe an animation based on both the location of the shot and the deadliest of the damage. With the return of Black Ops 3, the number of hit zone regions have more than doubled from 4 to 9. So this is going to come very in handy in campaign and multiplayer, which is where you're going to see this feature the most. Wider connectivity. Yes, this is going to be an interesting part here, is that, yeah, they basically talk about the overreach idea to keep the player in the flow state, minimizing the jump between animations. For example, take this step further and you'll have an example featuring a corner slicing. As you around the corner and go through the doorway, your weapon dramatically rotates in the same direction. This is dynamic, and the rotation becomes more dynamic as you slowly sneak through, clearing a room So this will be very helpful for campaigns and multiplayer, etc. And then, of course, the operators themselves have had some changes where they say that each operator's face features a dynamic real-time analyst of scripted as well as potion performances that were captured and proceed to make moments more emotional, impactful, and express the truth of life. The development team has paid attention to every single detail and down to the dirt between the players' fingernails and the sweat and oil of their palms as they work through settings and situations. So you're going to definitely see a dramatic change into operators going into Black Ops 6. And of course, there's going to be a whole range of different gears and stuff you'll get to select in Black Ops 6. There'll be some graphics and visual improvements, which will make it more realistic and hyper realistic. There's going to be a new heads-up display optimization. So for the first time ever, you can now change the HUD to suit your need. There's even going to be a option for streamers to have a layout operated for their setup. So there's going to be an option for streamers to have a setup that fits to their streams, which would be really good, especially for me who's going to be streaming this game when it comes out. Optimization also extends to the lobby as well. You can access the lobby, will be more straightforward. The time it goes from hitting to the lobby to a match will be shortened, and this streamlines continues between matches, which is going to be great that they're doing this. Now, in terms of the maps, well, this is really interesting because they said in the direct that there's going to be some story implications in terms of the multiplayer maps, which is why they're recommending you do the campaign before multiplayer, which would explain why some of the multiplayer maps are going to be related to some story aspects, as there'll be 16 new maps at launch, 12 for core 6v6 maps, 4 entirely new strike maps that can be played in 2v2 or in a face-off as 6v6. And also they mentioned that strike maps are generally more impactful and offer consistent chaos. They also mentioned that many features in relate to the classic 3-lane map design, which they're bringing back into Black Ops 6, which will quickly engage from small to medium-sized range for the right amount of complexity. So that's what you're going to be able to see. And they also say that there's even going to be a professional level for rank play, which will also be coming into Black Ops 6. And they also, as they said here, multiplayer maps will have their own stories, all take place after the campaign, so players will be able to further explore the maps with the multiplayer lens after they played through it, which is pretty nice. That's not the only thing coming to Black Ops 6. Prestige, classic Prestige levels are making a return in Black Ops 6. Yes, the classic Prestige system that everyone loves and that was loved by the community and Treyarch are making a return, which means that the team is bringing back the very best parts of the past Call of Duty Prestige integration and going bigger and better with more rewards than ever before, along with some new surprises you may not be expecting. They gave us an overview where they say that you can expect to look forward to experience some classic recognizable aspects of Prestige once you reach your max player level. And at this point, you'll have the optional choice to enter Prestige. This is essentially starts you ranking up afresh or relock your gears you grinded through from level 1 to 55, enabling you to go through the leveling journey again. But they do say that Black Ops 6 will have 10 of these procedures, each with a value set of rewards to equip the showcase your impressive in-game status. If you ain't done yet, as you complete through Prestige 10, you'll grudge into Prestige Master with 1,000 additional levels to climb and a classified reward to undercover if you're dedicated enough to make it all the way to the end. So obviously something really good is going to be tied to Prestige Master, which would be good. They do say that the full Prestige system will be live at launch on Black Ops 6, so players can play that on their own pace whenever without even being slowed down by seasonal level caps. So that is going to be really cool. And also, they're bringing back theater mode, so you can use the theater mode in Black Ops 6 as well, which is so nice. They're bringing that back. So hyped. And also on top of that, they also went on to say, in regards to multiplayer, that they are going to be doing a Call of Duty Next on the 28th of August, where they're going to do a world reveal of multiplayer gameplay. And it's in that reveal, they're going to be doing more details as you can prepare for the multiplayer beta, which, yes, there is going to be a multiplayer beta happening later this year in the fall, just before the launch of the game on Friday, the 25th of October, where we'll be able to try out the new Omni movement and all the different features that are coming into multiplayer, which is quite nice. So that's just a little taste of when we can learn more about multiplayer on August the 28th at Call of Duty Next. Zombies. We all love a bit of zombies, don't we? Round-based zombies is back in Black Ops 6. We know the names of the two brand new round-based zombies maps. They are called Terminus and Liberty Falls. And they actually go on to say that, yeah, it's going to continue the terrifying Dark Ether narrative that started in Black Ops Cold War. The Hounds of the Undead are set to rampage through these brand new locations, each offering countless hours of fast-paced action where power-ups are plentiful. And they say for newcomers, Zombies is Treyarch's unique take on the cooperative player experience where you face off against a variety of modern zombified creatures. Obviously, just giving a little bit of an introduction. And of course, they say there'll be hosts of secrets and Easter eggs to discover. And they also go on to talk about the fact that all the previous innovations they announced, which is the movement, the visual fidelity, audios, and weapons, are all coming to Zombies as well. And that's not including many of the additional zombie-specific features, both new and returning, which they will share in the coming weeks, which sounds to me like we're going to be getting a Zombies reveal next month, revealing more details of what we can expect from Zombies in Black Ops 6. Now, as well as that, they do talk about Carrier Forward program. Now, if you're curious about whether any content from Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 will be able to be carried over, unfortunately not. Because of everything's being built from the ground up with Black Ops 6, all that content from Modern Warfare 2 and 3 will not be carried over to Black Ops 6 Premium Experience, with one exception being the Woods Operator Pack, which you get as part of the pre-order of Black Ops 6 Vault Edition, which is currently available in Modern Warfare 3 and will carry over into Black Ops 6. That's the only thing they're carrying over. But they do, however, though, they do say the carry forward content for players in Call of Duty Warzone will continue, with Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, and Black Ops 6 content being integrated with the arrival of Season 1. So keep that in mind. And of course, as you can probably guess, the pre-orders are now live, where you'll obviously get beta early access. And in fact, there is a special version, of course, because this game's going to be available on, well, because of the fact that they're making Black Ops 6 available through Game Pass, there is going to be some benefits with the fact that it's coming to Game Pass. And that is the fact that if you are on Game Pass, you will be getting already automatically have access to the cross-gen bundle edition on Xbox that will be compatible for Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S, and the same with the Windows version, which will be available on the Microsoft Store. This will include the Woods Operator Pack and the open beta early access, which means that everyone on Game Pass will get access to the open beta when it launches in the fall. So you will have access to this, which is really good. Now, in terms of the Vault Edition, in case you're curious of what that is, this edition will come with the early access beta, Wood Operators Pack, a digital version with Black Ops 6, Black Cell. There'll be some stuff for Black Cell where you'll be able to rank up for Season 1, Hunters versus Hunted Operators Pack, Mastercraft Weapon Collection, and Gobblegum packs for Zombies will be included in this. And in fact, there is actually a special version of this you can get for Game Pass, because of the fact that you get the cross-gen bundle through Game Pass. If you can buy an upgraded version of Vault Edition where you can get all these features for simply paying £30, $30 with your Game Pass subscription, and you'll have access to everything in the Vault Edition along with your cross-gen bundle of Black Ops 6, which is really nice that they're offering that for Game Pass owners who want to play or get all the extras for Black Ops 6, which is really nice. So that's really cool they're doing that. And then they also talk about the beta, saying that the beta is available for digital and physical copies of the game. So both editions, whether you're getting it digital or physical, will be available. And also, there will be an open beta for everyone to try out if you haven't pre-ordered. That will be revealed most likely at the Call of Duty Next in August. So definitely expect some more details about that. But if you want to get early access, you'll need a beta code from your physical edition. But obviously, digital owners won't need a beta code. You'll automatically be asked to be able to download the open beta when the open beta enters your storefront, which is pretty nice. So yeah, lo and behold, that is pretty much what you need to know pretty much for Black Ops 6. And in fact, they also say with the PC version, there's going to be a PC Standard and Vault Edition available to pre-purchase. Most the PC platform, there are now 3 different locations you can pre-purchase Black Ops 6, which is the Black Ops, the Microsoft Store, Battle.net, and of course Steam. So all these platforms are going to be offering Black Ops 6 if you want to. So you can choose which PC operator you want to use to play Black Ops 6. I think a lot of people are going to use Steam as the way to get access to this, which is going to be quite nice. So yeah, that's pretty much what you need to know about Black Ops 6 in terms of the pre-order info for Black Ops 6. And yes, this is the cover art, by the way, for Black Ops 6. If you're looking to get the physical version of the game, either on PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X, and an Xbox One version, which is the cross-gen version of the game they're offering. But yeah, so that's all you need to know about Black Ops 6. That gives you a heads up of what you can expect when it arrives on Game Pass, and you can get your hands on the game pretty much. A lot of cool content to come with the open beta. I'm very excited to try out pretty much try out the beta when it happens pretty soon. Should be lots of fun. But nevertheless, that is pretty much all we need to know regarding Black Ops 6. I know I've probably said a lot there. Thanks so much, Ian, and I'll catch you all when we learn more details about Black Ops 6 with the zombies, hopefully next month. And then we have Call of Duty next to look forward to at the end of August, revealing more, giving us our first official gameplay playthrough of multiplayer with the beta's dates revealed. So see you then.